Let's make some sourdough bread. Dishwasher's on in the background, sorry. This is our starter. She is hungry. She was fed yesterday at like 3. This is not active starter. This is what we're gonna use. It doesn't matter. I like to use 100 grams of starter, but I'm gonna try to do a double batch, so we'll see how much we have. Okay, this is how much is left. About 180 grams of starter, it's good enough. And it looks like there's nothing in here, but I can feed this and it'll be fine. And honestly, it's nice. Like, your starter will be better if you are feeding it more food and a teeny bit of starter is eating it than if you have a lot of starter and feeding it a little bit of food, if that makes sense. Just helps it not get like stale inside. I usually do 100 grams of starter and 400 grams of flour. I just use all-purpose flour. So 800 grams of flour. Perfect. And I normally do 300 grams of water, so I'm going to do 600 grams. 8 grams of salt, so I'm going to do 16 grams of salt. 1 loaf, I think plain for my husband, and then another loaf, maybe cinnamon sugar. Maybe. And this bowl is too small. I'm going to need to put it in a bigger bowl to ferment. Because I think I'll probably bulk ferment it and then just put it in the fridge and bake it tomorrow after I get home from work. That's one nice thing about sourdough is like you really can split it up. Like, I don't know, there's not a lot of like time working on it. You can sit it in the fridge for like a few days before you get to baking it. And like, I just like the flexibility of it. I think sourdough has too many rules. Like, I feel like I even get comments sometimes of people being like, you're doing that wrong. And it's like, I have a good loaf of bread. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I just think people are silly. Like, you don't have to do everything perfect. Sourdough is really forgiving. And I think people make it sound scary. And it's not. It's easy. Like, this is how people made bread for, like, ever until like very recently when commercial yeast became a thing. Like, it shouldn't be like a scary thing. It's like a practical skill, you know? If you think about it, feeding with feeding with a hungry starter that isn't like totally active, it doesn't matter. Like, it's going to eat, it's hungry. It just might take a little bit longer for your bulk ferment, but that yeast is still alive and is still going to eat all the flour that you just put in here. Like, it doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is like, obviously the ratios, like having, like if you use too much water or too much flour, like, yeah, that can mess up your loaf. But the thing that really matters is the proofing. If you incredibly overproof your loaf, it'll be messed up. Or if you incredibly like underproof your loaf. But there is a very large like median there where like you'll still get something edible and delicious. Bulk ferment is what matters the most, I think. So as long as you get a nice rise during your bulk ferment and you don't like incredibly overproof it, you'll be fine. So that's really like, I feel like if you're just getting into sourdough, that's what really matters, is figuring out what you want your bulk ferment to look like before you bake it. Also, while you're figuring that out, just like always bake it. Just like always give it a try. Like, yeah, trial and error is how you learn with baking, especially baking bread. And like when you get to like harder things that like actually take some technique, don't let the scary sourdough warriors like wig you out. This is our dough. It's pretty. And it's gonna sit, I'm not putting it in a bigger bowl, so it's gonna splurge out probably. I'm going to put this plate over top of it. It's gonna sit like this for like half an hour or so, or until I remember. I'll do a stretch and fold and then leave it. And I might do more stretch and folds just because I do want to do inclusions, and those are hard to do when your bread is like liquid and won't hold its shape. And it will have better structure if I do all the stretch and folds. So I might do like 3 or 4 sets of stretch and folds like every hour on the hour or when I remember. I'm just gonna let it bulk ferment until it's ready, which is anywhere from 8 to like 12 hours. I generally let my loaf bulk ferment for 12 hours plus because I don't care and it still turns out good. But I might give my sister a loaf, so I'm gonna try to make it like a little nicer. So see you for the stretch and fold.